Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Andrew with Ostar Motorsports, and today we got some stuff going on here in the shop. Two things happening right now. As you guys see, I do have the R8 as well as the TTRS on the lift. One's getting ready for Sebring, the other one's getting ready for another track event that's going to be coming up. We're going to be talking with Fernando about that event because that's supposed to be something pretty cool for a lot of the Euro-based guys out there. So we're definitely going to take some time to talk about that, as well as a really nice wheel install on a set of TE37s for a new Type R. Let's get into it. Fernando, quite a bit going on today in the shop, huh?
Yeah, it's a little busy today for a Friday. These are going on FL5. It's a square setup. He decided to go with an 18x9 with a 45 offset. I haven't seen an FL5 with a set of these yet, so pretty excited to look at it and see how it comes out. We'll let you guys in on that when it's all done. We also have a little bit of prep for upcoming events. Right now we have this R8, which we're basically just doing some maintenance, make sure it's tip-top before it goes out there and does some laps. We're upgrading the aero on it. We're putting better tires, wheels and tires, and I think that's it. Just basic, basic maintenance for making sure that that thing is tip top for the event.
Now we're gonna see this at Sebring. Are we gonna be at the track with it this time?
Yeah, we're planning to go and help out some of the guys that are customers of ours that'll be running at Sebring. It's a small event, but the guys will go out there, have a little bit of fun. They'll go out maybe 3 or 4 times during the day. And we just want to be there to make sure everything is going good for them. We also have this TTRS. This one we're prepping, but it's going to a different event. It's going to go to the Euro Drag Wars event, which will be in Orlando Speed World coming up in February. This one came in for a motor build, so we did the motor on it. That's done. Now we're going to be adding a Nitrous Kit to it. It's a hybrid turbo, so it's nothing huge, but we wanted to do a little extra, so we're going to do the Nitrous Kit and see how well it performs. Should be a nice car for the street radio class. So
now, what kit did we decide to go with? Wet shot, dry shot, Nitrous Express?
So this car will be on a Nitrous Express system with a maximizer. Rather than going through the ECU, the stock ECU, or doing DS1 and having it control it, we're just going to do a maximizer, and it's going to simplify things. So we'll be able to control the Nitrous Kit aside from what the stock ECU is. Okay. So that'll be interesting. I think it'll be the first one we've done on a TTRS.
Now, is this car is going to be geared towards drag, or is this going to be basic daily, maybe time attack every once in a while?
Oh no, this is just a fun car for the customer. It's basically a drag, it's a fun weekend drag car where it's still streetable, you still can daily it, but he didn't want to go too crazy on this car, just something simple. That's why it's on a hybrid. He did want to make it a little more reliable, so we put we did the engine build, and then he wanted a little extra, whenever he felt like it, so we're doing the Nitrous Kit to perform that task.
So let me ask you a question. What made you decide to choose that tire size?
I like my tires to be a little bit more square here on the edges. I don't like the bulge nor the inverted bulge. I like them to be square. That's why I chose this tire. And the brand and model of the tire, because these are the stock ones and they've worked really well in the car.
Well, I love Michelin Pal Sports. I'm a big fan of Michelin Pal Sports. So definitely a good tire you chose for that setup. And I love the T37 look, especially on the FL5. I think it's going to be insane, man. Insane. I'm glad you're happy.
I'm really happy, man.
So I wanted to take a closer look at this Nitrous Kit that you were talking about. What components are all included?
Well, it's your basic wet kit, right? Single fogger. And what that means is you have one solenoid that will control fuel. So it'll inject fuel when the Nitrous Kit is fully activated, and then you have another solenoid that injects the actual nitrous. So you use both fuel and nitrous at the same time when you're on the button, I guess you would say, but these days it's not really called that, right? Because most of it is controlled via a computer of some sort. Like in this case, it'll be a maximizer.
Is this something that would be direct port, or is this going to have its own port off either the intake or the intake manifold itself?
No, it's a single fogger, so it'll use one jet going into the inlet pipe, somewhere on the charge pipe going towards the throttle body. That's how this would work.
To the R8, I know you were saying that we were doing some suspension components. Did you mean coilovers, or did you mean lowering springs?
Yeah, so in this case, we're gonna do a set of H&R adjustable coils, with obviously with spring. So adjustable coil spring. This will be the setup that we're running on it. The customer went this route because he wanted to get a very specific height on the car, and with just a basic spring, you won't get a chance to modify or change the height. So this will allow you to do that and still be able to maintain all your stock configuration as far as controls or what have you inside the vehicle.
Oh, for Audi Drive Select.
Correct.
Okay.
This particular one, we're also doing the aero, which here's a small piece of the aero that we're doing. He wanted to go with the sort of R8 GT style, so anything that'll help keep the car planted on the track will help him.
Now, when it comes down to aero does make a difference when you're on the track.
Yeah, for cars that are going to be in circuit type racing, aero is important. It's gonna cut the wind in a way that will help the car stay planted on the ground. That's where you're looking, right? You want to create downforce when it's needed, and those are going to be key components of the vehicle if you want to progress in whichever class you're in.
So we have quite a bit of work still to do here in the shop, both on the TTRS as well as the Audi R8. We have to make sure to get all the suspension components back on the car, make sure that everything is configured properly so we don't have any issues on the track. We need to make sure that the Nitrous Kit is fully set up on the TTRS so it's ready for the upcoming event that we are going to be hosting. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in another YouTube video, and we're going to talk a little bit more about when the cars are more completed on another YouTube video coming up, probably while we're at the track. So be sure to follow, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.